Hello, Judy.
Come inside, quick.
Jesse James.
How are you, Jim? Hi, Frank. Hardly knew you behind those whiskers.
Hello, Jesse. We were worried about you. Sit down.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah, we thought maybe the law had got a hold of you.
Thought right.
What do you mean?
Jesse, you haven't been in jail.
No, Judy. I did a good turn for some folks down in Tennessee. When Sheriff Mark Tobin caught up with me there, they told him about it. He was right friendly, Frank.
No. You mean Mark Tobin gave you your freedom?
Yeah. Claiming, of course, that it was beyond his jurisdiction. There isn't much freedom we can lay claim to. Not much we can do about it.
We can do something about it, Jesse. That's why I asked you to come here tonight.
My brother's always full of ideas. What's on your mind, Frank?
Jess, we're marked men. But suppose we pay back some of the people who claim to be victims of the James gang.
It would take a powerful lot of money. We've been blamed for most everything that's happened around here for years, whether we were guilty or not.
Yes. But if we start paying them back, we'll get the people on our side. Then maybe we can clear ourselves with the law.
It's a wonderful idea, Jesse.
It does sound good. Only one thing wrong. Where are we going to get the money?
Tell him, Jim.
You know this property here that you and Frank helped me buy?
How could I forget it, Jim? Silver mine. The thief that sold it to us sure stuck us with a lemon.
That's what he thought. We did, too, when the silver petered out. But I found out that the vein really didn't end. It's just interrupted by a rockfall.
And Jim, sure we'll find the vein as good as ever on the other side of the fault.
We'll pay dirt, eh? It's certainly worth a try.
Only one thing, though. Needs machinery, men, and money. Mostly money.
I think I know where we can get enough to make a start.
Where?
The Allentown Bank.
But, Jesse, I thought...
Don't worry, Judy. I didn't mean we'd rob him. Paul Thatcher's an old friend of the family. He runs the bank at Allentown.
That's right. He's known Jesse and me since we were kids.
I figure he'd like to see the James family straight with the law again. Only for Ma and Pa's sake.
Of course. But won't it be dangerous? Why, the sheriff
Don't
will...
worry, Judy. Jesse and me can take care of ourselves in case there's trouble.
Sure you can.
You better stay with the horses, Frank. Howdy, Mr. Thatcher. I haven't seen you since...
You'll get no money out of me, so you might as well get out of here.
I only need $1,000.
Oh, it's only 1,000 now. Well, you'll get 1,000 no quicker than you'd get 10,000. Now get out of here before I forget what fine people your family were and call the sheriff.
How did you know I wanted some money? Thatcher, the $10,000 in the deserted shack on Oak Ridge, or I'll raid your bank and the town. Jesse James. I didn't write that note, Mr. Thatcher.
Son, I never knew a James that was a liar. Sit down.
This is a holdup, gents. Keep your hands in sight and take it easy like. We're looking down the barrel of Jesse James' gun. Pass the cash box over.
going on here?
It's an attempted holdup, Sheriff. And but for Mr. Howard and Mr. Carroll here, those two bandits would have gotten away.
Howard and Carroll, huh? You look a mite familiar. Haven't we met before? It's possible, Sheriff. Meet a lot of people in your business. I don't know, we might have crossed trails somewhere. Well, if we haven't, this is a good beginning. All right, you men, on your way.
I'm sorry, son. I might have known that you and this young man weren't like that breed of skunks. Now, tell me, why are you here?
We've figured out a plan, Mr. Thatcher, and we need your help. We want to return the money.
I think it's a fine thing you two boys are doing. Just sign where I've marked the cross there. Of course, you understand I can't advance any money until I get a good report on the mine.
Naturally. We wouldn't want you to buy a pig in a poke.
Of course not. I'll send a man by the name of Amos Ramsey up to the mine as my agent. He'll work with Powell.
Does he know his business?
Oh, yes. He's an expert mining engineer. Comes highly recommended from the East.
Sounds fine. Thanks again, Mr. Thatcher. You'll never regret it.
Best of luck.
And after Mr. Ramsey finished all his tests, did he think you were right about the silver vein beginning again beyond the rock fault?
No matter what any of us thinks, Judy, we still got to prove it. Well, Amos should be all set to blast by now. Well, in half an hour, Judy, we ought to know right where we stand.
Good luck, Dad.
Keep your fingers crossed. How does it look, Ramsey?
Well, it's peculiar rock formation. It made me wonder whether you found anything else here besides silver.
Not that I know of. Why?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Well, it's all set.
Oh, good.
See what I see? Yeah, it is a peculiar formation.
Peculiar? It's gold, and as rich a vein as I ever saw.
Yeah, it does look like it. We'd better take it easy.
Man, how can you say such a thing? Why, this mine's worth a fortune. This ain't no time to take it easy. This calls for action.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Powell. This does call for action. Select a couple of specimens, will you? We should make an assay.
Sure. Just think, Ramsey. All through the lean years, this vein was hidden right here under a few feet of rock. And mark my words, that assay will show more gold to the ton than the birds got feathers to the inch. Why, Judy will be able to have everything.
The señorita would like some tea?
Nothing. Thank you, Rosita. Dear Jesse and Frank.
What I can't understand is how this could have happened to Jim.
Mr. Ramsey said Dad tripped and fell after lighting the charge.
Would have to have been something like that. Jim was too old of a hand to get caught, except by accident.
What do you think of this man, Ramsey?
He's been very helpful and sympathetic, and he does seem to know his business.
Well, that's good. But I think Frank and I should come out of hiding so we can be close to the mine.
You'd do that despite the danger?
Because of it, Judy. We can't go on living in cellars and caves forever.
I could introduce you to Mr. Ramsey as my cousins.
Then it's settled. We'll ride back here tomorrow and meet Mr. Ramsey.
Hello, Miss Judy.
Hello, Mr. Ramsey. These are my cousins, John Howard and Bob Carroll.
How do you do, Ramsey?
Glad to know you. Howdy. Howdy. Miss Judy told me you were coming on to help. I'm glad you're here. There's a lot of work to be done.
Fair enough. You name the jobs and we'll do them.
Good. I've got some more samples here that must be taken to Mr. Thatcher. I'll tote them.
No, I might as well take them, Bob. I have to see Mr. Thatcher anyway. He wants me to sign the necessary papers for taking over Dad's share of the mine.
All right, Judy. I'll take you to Lone Jack and put you on the stagecoach. Bob, you stay here and get acquainted.
Here they are, Miss Judy. Have a good trip.
Thanks.
Nice to have met you, Ramsey.
Thanks. Same to you.
I'll have a look around.
When I knew you back in Missouri, you were well thought of. Traveled with society folks. Now you sent for me to do a holdup for you. What's your game?
Well, it's said that every man has his price, Rafe. Mine happens to be a vein of gold as broad as your arm is long. Does that answer your question?
Sounds reasonable. I'll throw in with you. Where do I begin?
Well, the ore for the Allentown Bank will be on the noon stage today. Now, if it reaches there, everyone will know there's gold, not silver in the mine. I want you...
Bye, Judy. Let us know when you're coming back, and we'll meet you here.
All right, John, I will.
Everybody aboard? Here we go.
Hey, driver. Stop the coach. I left my wallet back at the hotel.
It's a good thing I haven't come but a half a mile, or I wouldn't turn back.
You don't have to turn back. Climb down. If you live, you can tell folks you met up with Jesse James. Give me the key to the strong box. Leave her there. There'll be a posse after as soon as the driver gets to town.
Robbers! Bandits! Speak up, man. What happened? The two of the James gang grabbed the coach and the girl. They took off on the hill road up Yellow Horse Canyon.
Get your horses, man. Come on, Judy, you have to jump. Now, this is your last chance. You tell us who you are, and where we can find the leader of your gang, and it might go easy for you.
You don't scare me now.
Morning, boys.
Hello, Ramsey.
Well, how's the prisoner? Has he talked yet?
Not a word.
Maybe I ought to try.
Save your breath, mister. You'll need it for running when the James gang gets after you. All of you.
Why, you...
Looks like he isn't going to talk.
Might as well take him to the sheriff, then.
You live long enough to get me there.
Let's get the buckboard ready.
Keep an eye on him, will you, Ramsey?
With pleasure.
You got a gun?
Sure, I got a gun.
Good work, Mike.
So far. But what's going to happen from here on? You know I don't want to get tangled up with that sheriff.
Don't worry. I just talked to Rafe. Everything's all set. They'll never get you to that sheriff.
Well, that's good to know.
Here. Here's an extra 50 for your trouble.
It isn't going to make it easier for you two to work around here with all this talk about the Jesse James gang.
Well, at least it'll take the suspicion off of us for the time being.
That's true enough, Jess. Only we'd be safer if the law isn't stirred up around here at all. Besides, it doesn't tell us who's messing things up or why.
Well, that's what I mean. For instance, why would anyone want to steal those ore samples?
Stumps me, all right. But we mustn't let it stop us. We aim to make enough out of the mine to clear ourselves with the law.
And I know you'll do it.
Thanks for the encouragement, Judy.
Well, the first thing we've got to do is get this ornery hombre to the sheriff.
Steele doesn't think it can be done. What do you think, Frank?
I think he's wrong.
I do, too. See you later, Judy.
Bye.
Yeah, get up.
Yeah, yeah.
What? We've been tricked. I'm going to follow that wise guy to town and see what he done with Steele. You fellas go back to the hideout and wait for me.
Sheriff.
Morning, Howard. Where's the rest of your rig?
I left it back away for a couple of friends.
Thought you sent word you were bringing in one of them stagecoach robbers.
Sure did.
Well?
Don't worry. He'll be here. As a matter of fact, here he comes now.
Hello, John. I see you got here.
Well, I'll be pickled in my grandma's sauerkraut barrel. What's the idea, Howard?
Well, with all this Jesse James scare, we didn't figure it'd be safe to bring our man in the regular way.
We rigged a dummy in the wagon and stashed our prisoner in the hay.
Not bad.
Not at all. His friend stole the wagon and the dummy with it.
Ain't nothing funny about it. I demand to see a lawyer.
Keep your shirt on. You'll get one. Court's set to meet at 2 this afternoon. You'll have to appear personally to prefer charges.
2 o'clock. Now, that gives us plenty of time, Bob. We'll see you in court, Sheriff. Take care of the wagon.
All right, get going.
All right, give me that horse.
That's Steele making a getaway.
See if the sheriff's all right. I'm going after the prisoner.
You all right, Sheriff?
My leg's hurt. I'll be all right. You form a posse and follow him.
All right, you men with horses, follow me.
for us, Steele was dead by the time they got him back to town.
Yeah, too bad. On the other hand, he might have talked.
Yeah. That would have lost both of us our chance to grab this mine.
It's a good thing those cousins of that Powell girl don't know what they've got here.
They're in a fair way to find out.
How so?
I sent Thatcher a favorable report on the mine so they could borrow enough money to begin operations.
Are you crazy, Ramsey? You're throwing away $1 million.
Now, don't be so hot-headed. I was forced into it. If I said the mine was a washout, I'd be through. Nothing to do but pack up and get out.
You'll have to pack up anyhow if they get money to work the mine.
If they get the $1,000 I recommended. But they won't. Now, that's where you come in. Judy Powell will be on tomorrow's stage with the cash. Howard and Carol will be safely in Lone Jack where they can't interfere. I want you and 3 of them.
Howdy, man.
Howdy, Jim.
Howdy.
When do you expect the stage from Allentown?
Well, can't no one say these days. With the James boys and the such riding the trail, the stage don't arrive until it gets here.
Been no holdups lately.
Nope, not since the one your cousin Judy was on.
That's right, and she's riding today's stage, too.
Well, man, I don't think there's any need to borrow trouble. I only hope she gets here.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be all right.
Oh, I hope so. Well, I guess there ain't no need to worry much, but I'll feel a whole lot better when I see that old stagecoach come smoking into town.
What do you think?
There could be something up.
If trouble's heading this way, worrying won't help none. Let's do something about it. We can ride out that way and meet the stage.
It's a good idea, Frank. Let's go.
All right, men. Head 'em off.
No matter how I figured, I can't see a way out. Losing that $1,000 just about winds us up.
Don't you think Mr. Thatcher would advance you some more money?
Be a fool if he did.
And without it, our fine plans for paying back the supposed victims of the James gang go up in smoke.
Unless there's some other way out.
What do you mean, Judy?
Well, I've been looking through some old charts Dad made of the mine.
They couldn't tell us any more than we know now.
You may be right. It's just an idea, and it won't hurt to look.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. This was the original tunnel of the mine. They struck the rocky fall here and abandoned the tunnel. After they dug the new tunnel here, they struck the silver vein. But it ended here, against the same rocky fault.
Wait a minute. If the vein continues beyond the fault, we can hit it by blasting through the south wall of the old tunnel.
Exactly. We won't need any money to tell whether we're right or wrong. One blast should do it.
By golly, you've got something.
We'll show this to Ramsey right away, and then look through the old tunnel to see if it's usable. Bye, Judy. See you later.
This money will clear no tunnels and buy no machinery. Here, pay off some of your men.
Ramsey, open up. It's John.
Coming. Hello, John.
Hello, Ramsey.
I'm just leaving. I locked up the front, was going out the back.
Glad you're still here. Say, look what we've found. This old map of Powell's shows an abandoned tunnel that may take us to the main silver lode without going through the rock fault.
I wouldn't get your hopes too high, John. Maybe caved in and impassable. I'll look it over in the morning.
By that time, we'll have the information for you. We're going out to look it over now.
Well, if you feel you can't wait until morning, don't let me stop you.
See you later.
Hope you find something.
Thanks.
Anything in this?
It could be, but we can't gamble. Get a hold of Pete and have him see that they get a lot of bad luck.
That don't look bad at all. We even got equipment.
Hey, we've got company. Take cover. Drop your guns. Tie them up with their belts, Bob.
This Henley hombre. Why should he do these things? Do you think he really is one of the James outlaws?
No, Rosita, I'm sure he isn't.
Then who is he working for?
I wish I knew. At least he didn't damage the tunnel. Mr. Ramsey can still get his ore samples today.
Si, señorita, if they find the silver vein.
They've got to find it, Rosita. Mr. Thatcher's bank won't lend us another cent for developing the property until the ore samples are in the safe.
Don't be concerned, señorita. Who knows? Maybe silver nuggets will be blown poof, all over the place.
That'll be wonderful. Well, I'll go to the mine office. They should be back with the ore samples by now.
Si, señorita.
Well, there they are, all ready for the assayer. Now, I'll send this in on the morning stage. By this time next week, we should have our answer.
If I had to wait that long, I'd die of heart failure.
So would Thatcher. We'll have to know how we stand before that, Amos.
Well, why don't you and Bob take them to the assayer yourself?
That's just what we aim to do, Judy.
But we can have them there by tonight.
I'll put up a lunch for you.
So long, Amos. Wish us luck.
Sure. Lots of it. All bad.
I just saw the chief setting up to hold up the stage.
What's up?
Howard and Carol are delivering the ore samples personally.
Those two are always upsetting something. Does he want us to take the samples off of them?
Yeah, but we're to make it look like we're after their horses. The chief wants them to think we got the ore samples by accident.
What trail they riding?
Oak Canyon.
Hands off those guns. Bill, grab Howard's horse and trail the others. Sorry to inconvenience you, Howard, but we're shy a couple of horses. And Jesse James can't operate on foot.
Never heard of Jesse James losing his horse before. He must be slipping.
Jess, you all right?
Yeah, you're getting old.
Ah, quick!
Nerve of that bird calling himself Jesse James.
Men like him have committed a lot of crimes in my name. Yours too, Frank.
Yeah, makes it hard to go straight. Wonder what they were after. You think it was merely our horses?
It might have been after the ore samples.
Why? Couldn't be more than 50 cents worth of silver in those rocks.
Well, they weren't after horses in the old tunnel last night, and they were mounted today. So that horse thief story doesn't make sense.
Yes. Maybe a good idea if we kept our eyes open.
I aim to. Let's get to our horses.
You look worried, Jesse. Anything wrong?
Oh, probably nothing, Frank. It's just too bad that Slocum couldn't make that assay and give us the report today instead of tomorrow.
Yes, especially since he doesn't have a safe in there to lock up the samples in.
Guess he doesn't need one ordinarily. There's just too much interest being shown in our samples.
That's right. Any 10-horn crook with a jimmy could open up that joint in 10 seconds flat.
It's up to you and me to see that they don't. We better come back here tonight and look the place over.
Good idea. What's that lug doing over there?
We better find out.
Ray, clear out, quick!
Get him. I'm going after Rafe.
Drop it, Rafe.
wrong, John?
Just about everything, Judy. Here's the assayer's report on the stuff we took him.
8 cents to the ton? That's preposterous. It's impossible. That little amount of silver wouldn't pay labor's wages.
I can't believe it. Dad was sure there was a rich vein of silver beyond the fault. There must be some mistake.
It's no mistake, Judy. The assayer showed us the bag and label. It's our stuff beyond question.
But look here, maybe we've just struck the edge of the vein. A couple more days' work and we...
The point is, we're broke. Thatcher won't advance any money on the showing of that report.
I can't blame him. His reputation and that of his bank are at stake.
That's right. We're about finished unless...
I got it, folks. I got it.
Money?
As good as. Look.
Stagecoach race. 20 miles from Lone Jack to Carmen Flats, return. 1,000 cash to the winner. What's that got to do with us?
Plenty. We need that money to run the mine. So I've entered you for the race.
I wouldn't advise that. There's a lot of difference between driving a buckboard and racing a stagecoach. Howard can't expect to win.
Well, sure he can. John knows more about stagecoaches than any man in the country.
Drive a coach, all right. But team or stage?
That's all taken care of. Buck Moran at the livery stable will furnish the rig for a 10% cut of the prize.
You've got to do it. It's our only chance.
Well, it's worth a try. I'll do it. See you later, Ramsey.
So long.
Everything's fixed.
Fixed?
Yep. I've arranged to have Bat Kelsey drive the other stage.
And he's a good driver. But we can't take a chance. If Howard wins that race, he'll have a stake that could cost us the mine. You've got to see he doesn't drive at all.
What do you want me to do? Drag gulch him?
No. But on the morning of the race, you take a couple of men.
I hope Senor Howard wins the race today.
Thanks, Rosita. He'll win all right if the stagecoach holds together.
I'm sure it will.
I hope you're right, Frank. Ever since you and Jesse have planned to make the mine pay, you've had bad luck.
It isn't just luck, Judy. Somebody with a brain is behind these attacks. That's why Jesse went on ahead to make sure that nobody tampered with the coach. And we better be on our way if we don't want to miss the race.
Up with your hands, Howard. Get his gun, Bill.
Made a pretty good corpse, eh, Howard? I'll arrange to have you play the part in earnest someday.
Never mind about that. Tie him up. Don't worry about the stagecoach race, Howard. You're not driving today. Take him to Grey Gulch Camp.
You're wasting your time trying that rope. When I tie a man, he stays tied.
Kelsey will win easily. He can handle a 4-up team with the best of them.
I don't know about that. They say this fella Howard ain't no slouch with the ribbons.
Was he at the livery stable?
No, they haven't seen hide nor hair of him. Hope nothing's happened to him.
Everything's all set.
You want some grub? What does it the papers say? The condemned man ate a hearty meal?
2 minutes.
I'm sorry, Judge. Howard's late. I'm driving his coach.
Take Hall in the box with you and don't let him pass. I'll ride out and be on hand if you need any help.
All right.
Too bad, Howard, we didn't have enough to go around. Scrape up them plates while I go to the creek for a bucket of water.
driving.
Nice job of driving, Howard.
What became of your partner?
He took a tumble back yonder. Send somebody back to pick him up, will you, while I collect the prize money?
Sure, glad to.
Come on, Judy.
$1,000.
Yep, real cash money. Enough to open up the mine, Judy, so Frank and I can start paying off some of the debt the James brothers owe to society.
Jesse, you know there have been a lot of crimes charged up to you that you boys had nothing to do with.
I know that. So do you and Frank. But let's not fool ourselves, Judy. There's a lot of people that think otherwise. Of course, if the mine idea does pay off, maybe Frank and I can take back our real names and not have to do any more hiding.
The mine will pay off. You'll see.
I think so, too, now that we can get men and material to work it.
Will you start in the new or the abandoned tunnel?
Well, that'll be up to Amos Ramsey. He's the mine expert.
So I advised him to start working the new tunnel.
Go on. I know you're not going to let them walk off with $1 million gold mine. What's up your sleeve?
Here. Look. Now, here's the new tunnel. It'll take a week to clean it out and shore it up so it'll be safe enough to blast through the rock fault here. Now, while we're busy in the new tunnel, you go in the old tunnel and blast. Starting here, you should reach the ore vein at this point.
And then what?
So you remove the ore, fill the hole with plain rock, and blast it shut.
I still don't see what you're getting at.
Well, when we blow through the fault, all we'll find is worthless rock. I'll report the vein as lost.
And we buy the no-good property for peanuts.
Exactly. So, you get yourself a crew and start working. When everything is all set, you will then...
How's it going?
Right on schedule. All the ore's out. We'll be ready to blast her shut anytime you say.
Good. I've got a date with a banker in Allentown. I'd like to get moving as fast as I can. Careful with those wires while I take a look.
Well, folks, the tunnel's ready, and I've laid off the men. In the morning, I'll blast, and let's hope it uncovers a big silver vein.
I'm sure it will. Dad said the silver was there, and he knew. In fact, I'm so sure I've asked Rosita to fix a supper for us. Let's celebrate.
Oh, I'm sorry, Judy. I'm not through here yet. You go on.
You'd better come along, Amos. You've earned the party.
Oh, I'd like to, but...
Well, maybe next time.
Sure.
Come along, Amos.
Nice fast job Amos has done.
Yes, he's a good mine engineer. You go ahead, Judy, and get things ready. We'll be there shortly.
What's the idea?
Won't do any harm to give the tunnel a final check over.
Oh, I guess not.
Well, don't be long.
Well, everything seems to be all right.
Yeah, Frank, everything seems to be in pretty good shape.
All set?
Yeah, let her go.
What was that? Sounds like someone blasting in the other tunnel.
That did it. Get those wires out of here and we'll be on our way.
Hold it, Henley. What are you doing in here?
Now that I've got Howard, what do you think? Do I finish him off, or can we use him?
We use him. With Howard's help, I think we can get control of the mine legally.
Sounds interesting. Where do we begin?
The first thing you gotta do is take Howard up to your shack. And then...
Senorita Judy, Senor Carroll's here.
Have you heard anything?
Not a word.
Any clue at all?
Nothing.
We must do something.
Don't worry, Judy. You can make sure I won't give up till I found my brother. If anything's happened to him, Ray Tenley better make himself scarce.
Look at this.
Miss Powell, if you want to see John Howard alive, come alone to the shack off the trail on Burroughs Flats. If you tell anyone about this, it is Howard's finish.
There's no way out of it. I've got to go.
No, don't go. They will kill him and you too.
Rosita, get my cape.
No, Judy, she's right. Let me handle this. I'll get the sheriff.
The note says to come alone. We'd better do it.
Well, we're all ready for our guest, Howard. Know who it is?
Not interested.
I think you'll talk differently when you see your cousin.
My cousin. Judy?
So you are interested. Well, she's going to sign this quitclaim deed, giving up all her rights in a certain mine you know about. And she's going to sign it to save your life.
Judy wouldn't be such a fool. She knows you're a double-crossing liar and would kill me anyhow.
Shut up. No, don't bust him yet. We have to keep him pretty until the girl gets here. Put a gag on him. Sorry, we can't let you greet your cousin, but I'll take care of that. Powell, the document here I'd like to have you sign.
Copy gun. Take that gag off him and untie him. I came in the buckboard.
Guess you're right, Frank.
You know, for a man with his hands tied, you put up a pretty good battle.
You didn't do bad yourself. You're a lady. Take a look around. You might find something that'll give us a clue to what's going on in the mine.
Well, there's no use going through this stuff. There's nothing here to help us.
Wait a minute. Here's something. It's a rough map of some kind. It might indicate Rafe's meeting place. A hideout or something he's got stashed away. But it doesn't add up for me.
Nor for me.
Well, it's possible that it might be connected with the mine and the trouble we've been having, especially if Rafe is connected with it.
Well, at this point, your guess is as good as anybody's.
Well, if it was, Judy, did you have anything special in mind?
Well, if it is connected with the mine, now mind you, this is just a stab in the dark, then I'd start with this drawing, which might be Saddlehorn Rock.
Why Saddlehorn?
Well, if these bumpy things are supposed to be hills, there's a rock in Half Moon Canyon which is shaped like a saddlehorn. It's a landmark.
Nice reasoning, Judy. And face E would mean face east from the rock. That would be to the right toward the hills.
Oh, I'd say that's a little far-fetched.
That's right, but it's the best we've got to go on.
Well, what do we got to lose? Let's try it.
No use going off half-cocked, Bob. If this is of any importance to Rafe and his gang, it might be better if we did our investigating at night.
Good enough. Besides, I could do with something to eat before we start.
Good idea. Let's go, Judy. See you later, Ramsey.
Right, bye.
See you.
And they found the chart you made for the hiding place of the gold ore we took from the mine.
So what? They won't be able to figure it out.
They have figured it out. Howard and Kell are riding out there tonight.
Then I'd better move the ore.
They won't have time. If they get wise to what's in that mine, then we're finished. Through. Besides, I've got an idea we can turn the tables on those cowwaddies.
Sounds like a job coming up. Shoot.
When they're riding out from Saddlehorn Rock tonight,
This must be the rock Judy was talking about.
Yes, looks like a saddle horn.
Sure does.
Map says face east. That's north. That's east over there.
There must be a canyon leading out of there. Frank, you take the left trail, and I'll take the right one.
Good enough.
Dig. Pick at the horses. You fellas take cover in the rock. They've got to come through here. only one of them. We ain't waiting for the other. Let them have it when I fire. There's only one of them. We ain't waiting for the other. Let them have it when I fire. Well, that does for one of them. Let's go see who we've got. Scatter around and see if we can find him. We can't make that jump. Come on. I'd have sworn we got one of them.
Well, you didn't. And while you were sleeping, they backtracked and found the ore you'd buried. And even those cowardies could see the gold.
Well, they haven't found the vein it came from.
Now get this. We're in danger. Not only of losing the mine, but of doing time for trying to grab it. We're hauling the ore into Allentown. Thatcher'll stand back at the credit and help get supplies and explosives.
That means they'll open up the old tunnel and locate the gold vein. When do you think they'll be back with the supplies?
Late tomorrow afternoon.
I'll stop them.
Now see that you do. This time, stop John Howard for good. With your first shot. Hello, Miss Judy. What's the matter?
Oh, nothing really. It's just after all this trouble we've had, I'm a little worried.
I wouldn't be.
Your cousins can take care of the situation.
John.
Hello, Judy. Look, Ramsey, we've got 3 wagon loads of supplies coming in. And with all these attacks, I don't think it's safe to bring the explosives here or keep them in the mine.
Well, I think it's safe enough. Besides, where else would you store it?
In the old abandoned tunnel about 4 miles to the south.
Oh, that won't do. That place is all cluttered up with old timbers and broken machinery.
I know. That's why I cut cross-country and came on ahead. I want you to have the men clean it up before the wagons get there.
That doesn't give me much time.
Do the best you can. I'm heading back to join Bob and the wagons. We'll turn off at the fork and save several miles off. So long, Judy.
Wait, John. You've hardly said hello to me.
Well, anyway, we know that there's gold in the mine somewhere. And with our new equipment, we'll soon be able to uncover it. You'll be rich, Judy.
That'll be nice, of course. But what makes me really happy is that you and Frank can complete your plans. If the folks you're supposed to have robbed are paid off, maybe they'll all stop hounding you.
I hope so, Judy. Well, I'll be getting back to the wagons. Perhaps we can get the stuff safely stored away before Rafe and his gang find out we're on the move.
Be careful, Jesse.
There's our meat, man. Let's get 'em. Howard rode in and knocked off one of my men before he knew he was there. If you'd told me he wasn't with the wagon...
I didn't know until it was too late to warn you.
Well, anyhow, he got clean away with their stuff.
Now, you've got to hit them again. They'll be at the tunnel in another hour, and you can surprise them while they're unloading.
Glad this job's about done.
Yeah, it's been a long haul.
not wipe out Judy Powell and her cousin before they can start working the mine.
You ought to know that's not an easy job.
Yeah, you're right.
Besides, there's more ways than one to skin a cat.
What's your angle?
We'll get the law on our side. It's easy. I'll get Tom Dale to file a claim stopping all work on the mine until the courts consent.
Thomas Dale. Dale. I never heard of Father doing business with any such person. When we go into court, I'll...
You're not going into court, Miss Judy. The marshal is holding a private hearing here in the bank. But it's just as serious. Dale claims prior ownership to that mine. We'll have to stop all operation until that claim is settled.
But we have papers to prove it's our mine.
Yes, and they also prove that we're Frank and Jesse James. Mr. Thatcher here is doing business with two outlaws.
That's just it. The only legal evidence we have has your signatures on it.
But if the marshal learns you're trying to pay back the money to the supposed victims of the James gang...
Judy, the marshal's not interested in what we want to do now. He only knows our past.
And our whole plan is blown higher than a kite.
Not necessarily. We should be able to force Dale to admit his claim as a fraud at the hearing.
There's only one thing wrong with that. He's not showing up. He's an invalid.
That's right. His lawyer filed a stop work order claim for him. And now we can't locate Dale or his lawyer.
Well, I don't know what...
Wait a minute. Dale must have filed his claim with the recorder. His address will be on the papers. I can trace him through that.
Yes, but you'd have to have Dale here before we present this evidence, or we're finished. And don't forget, he's a sick man.
I'll bring Dale back if I have to carry him on a stretcher. Now stall as long as you can. I'll try to be here on time.
Good luck, Jesse.
Howdy, stranger.
Howdy.
What can I do for you?
My name is Howard. I'd like the address of Tom Dale. He filed a prior claim on the Powell mine.
Sorry, mister. That's confidential information. You'll have to get a court order to see any papers here.
I don't want to see any papers. I just want his address.
Oh. I misunderstood you. I think I have it in the ledger. I'll see. Now, get out of here before I call the sheriff.
Now, get me that claim. Thomas Dale, State Road, vicinity of Caldwell. Howdy.
Oh,
Where can I find Thomas Dale?
you're looking at him now.
What? I thought you were an invalid.
Well, I am sort of, but Doc said it'd be all right to take a little exercise.
Now, that's good. Then you'll be able to go to Allentown and prove your claim on the Powell mine.
Not me, stranger. I ain't going nowhere.
Why did you make claim to the Powell mine? You know it isn't true.
It is true. Powell and me prospected that mine together.
Yeah? When?
Well, I don't rightly know. 5 years ago, maybe 6.
Powell bought that mine 12 years ago. Now let's get started. Come on.
I got your message. What's up?
That Howard character you told me about. He forced me to give him Dale's address.
Didn't I tell you what to say?
Sure, but I get tongue-tied when a guy pokes a gun at me.
Never mind that. When did he leave?
Oh, around an hour ago. Probably got to Dale's by now.
An hour. Then I still have time to keep him from upsetting the hearing.
Come on, boy.
It's getting close to time for the hearing. How do you feel about presenting his evidence?
Not too good. It's packed with dynamite.
But Jesse's sure to get here with Dale in time.
Well, that's only half of it. Dale's got to withdraw his claim before we present these papers.
He will. I know he will. Jesse'll make him.
Very well, gentlemen. I'm ready to hear both sides of this prior claim.
Thank you. I represent Thomas Dale, an invalid.
I represent the Powell interest, Marshal. We'd like a temporary postponement because of a delayed witness. It should be here at any moment.
You've had ample time, Thatcher, and should be ready. I'll give you 10 minutes. No more.
Thanks.
Leading the town.
Time's up, Mr. Thatcher. You'll just have to depend on your documentary evidence. You may begin for your client.
We intend to prove, by affidavit, of course, that my client, Thomas Dale, and the late James Powell prospected together. And, kept closed until a complete audit can be made of its resources, and an assignment of 50% awarded to the plaintiff.
Let them have the mine.
No, Judy. We'll play out the hand.
Now, Mr. Thatcher.
Failure of our witness to appear places us in a difficult position. Just a little more time.
I said 10 minutes and no more. If you have evidence to disprove the claim, let's have it.
Marshal Cecil's signatures. Let them have the mine.
No, Judy. We'll play out the hand.
Now, Mr. Thatcher, if you have evidence to disprove the claim, let's have it.
Well, what if the Marshal sees those signatures?
What's the meaning of this disturbance? Who are these people, Thatcher?
This is my missing witness, Marshal. Thomas Dale, the plaintiff.
The plaintiff? I thought the plaintiff was an invalid.
I found him splitting wood, Marshal. He's admitted making a false affidavit regarding the mine.
Well, this is not.
What's your explanation for this?
Man was an invalid when I took the case.
We'll see what he says about this. Now then, you admit you never prospected with Jim Powell?
Yes, sir.
And the affidavit you signed is false?
Yes.
Why did you do it? Someone pay you?
Answer the question. If you refuse to answer, I'll have to hold you for fraud. Now speak up.
All right, I'll tell. There's a fellow named...
Get after him, Frank. Where's your horse?
The livery stable.
And as far as I could find out, Dale is still unconscious.
There's nothing to worry about. He won't live long.
Maybe not. But suppose he does come out of it. He'll tell that I paid him to swear out that affidavit. Where'll I be?
Well, it won't be so easy to finish him off now.
I don't want him killed yet.
You what?
Now listen a minute. Suppose Dale's already told what he knows, or part of it.
Well, in that case, we'd better get out of here quick. You really think he's talked?
This is no time for guessing. There's $1 million worth of gold in that mine, and I don't intend for Dale to do me out of it. If he's talked, I've got to know what he said. Then I can work out an alibi.
That makes sense. But how are you going to find out until it's too late to do anything?
Not too hard. They haven't been able to move Dale out of the bank yet. So tonight, the town's quieted down.
I hope Dale lives until the doctor gets back.
Looks like Rafe Henley silenced him, all right. Like he meant to.
No, it isn't all Rafe. There's somebody else doing his thinking for him. Somebody a lot smarter than Rafe.
If Dale could answer one question, we'd know who that was.
Yeah, that's right. What beats me is, it isn't as if Frank and I were trying to develop the mine for ourselves. Chuck's all our share goes to you, Thatcher. Or rather through you to pay back the money stolen by the James gang.
The James gang? Ridiculous. You know you and Frank aren't guilty of the things people say.
Sure, Judy. But it still doesn't change the record. Maybe the money from the mine will. Hey, it's getting late. Why don't you and Judy get some supper?
What if Dale talked?
We'll let you know at once. All right. Run along, Judy.
Hello, Doctor.
How do you do?
Glad you're back, Doc.
Not good. I'll give him some stimulants, so get ready to question him.
Dale. Can you hear me? Who paid you to claim Jim Powell's gold mine?
It was. Quiet, Dale. Get your hands up. Dead.
Outside and get those polecats.
No, wait. Maybe we can still find out who Ray's boss is.
What do you mean?
You keep firing. Doc, fix me up so I can pass for Dale in the dark. Sit down. Slow down on the shooting, Bob. Give me a hand with Dale.
Either the ammunition's gone or they're all down. Let's go and see.
Here they come.
All right, play dead.
We got them all. Give me a hand with Dale and clear out of here fast. Get along. I've got Dale here. Give me a hand.
This guy don't look so good. He's dead.
I hope not. There are a few questions the boss wants answered if he comes to.
Who is the boss, Ray?
Howard.
Go ahead and draw. Now toss me your gun. One at a time. Rafe? You.
What did you learn?
Not much. Dale died without telling anything.
Well, that means we're in the clear.
I'm not so sure. Howard's up to something. He asked Carol and Judy to meet him over at Thatcher's bank. Didn't say why. Acted sort of secret-like.
Nah, don't get your wind up. More likely, he just didn't think to tell you what was up.
That's possible. But I've got to be sure what Howard's planning. Send Dirk over to Thatcher.
Simple enough to figure out why Ray Finley's causing us so much trouble. He wants our mine.
Yeah, but he isn't smart enough to do his own thinking. Rafe is taking orders from someone. And that someone knows every move we make.
It does seem like it. Still, it's quite possible it's a coincidence.
No, it couldn't be, Mr. Thatcher. Why, right from the beginning, Rafe has known what we were doing. Even when we tried to send those ore samples to you.
That's right, Mr. Thatcher. I was to bring them to you. I took the stage.
Hey, driver. Stop the coach. I left my wallet back at the hotel.
It's a good thing I haven't come but a half a mile, or I wouldn't turn back.
You don't have to turn back. Climb down. you live, you can tell folks you met up with Jesse James. Give me the key to the strongbox. Leave her there. There'll be a posse after as soon as the driver gets to town.
Robbers! Bandits! Speak up, man. What happened? The two of the James gang grabbed the coach and the girl. They took off on the hill road up Yellow Horse Canyon.
Get your horses, man.
Judy, you have to jump. Directed at us, Mr. Thatcher. Prevent the ore samples from reaching you.
Well, that still doesn't prove that Hensley's getting information. It still could be a coincidence.
All right. Add that holdup to this. When Judy found the map of the old mine tunnel, she gave it to us. We went to investigate.
Tunnel don't look bad at all. We even got equipment.
Hey, we've got company. Take cover. Drop your guns. Tie them up with their belts, Bob. like that ever since, Mr. Thatcher. It can't be a coincidence. Someone is passing out information.
I'm afraid you're right. Do you suspect anyone?
Not exactly. That's why we came to see you.
I don't understand.
We thought maybe someone here at the bank might have seen our papers.
No, that's impossible. I keep them under lock and key.
And there must be somebody at the mine.
But who? There's only us.
And the miners. And Rosita. Her name is Ramsey. Could have been any of them.
Not Rosita.
Oh, not Amos Ramsey.
Now, hold on just a minute. I'm not naming anyone yet. But someone is guilty, and it's up to us to smoke them out.
And I hope you succeed. When are you leaving for the mine?
Early this evening. I'll camp in River's End. Frank and Judy will take the stage in the morning.
According to what Dirk heard at the bank, you're still in the clear.
For the moment. But Howard and Carol are suspicious. They may link me with their troubles.
There's only one solution to that.
Right. I will take care of Howard first, and the other two will be a cinch. We know Howard's laying over at River's End. So tonight, you get Bill and send him over.
Open up, Amos. It's Howard. Howdy, Ramsey.
Hi, John. Well, it's good to see you back. I didn't expect you so early.
I nearly didn't get here.
What do you mean?
I had some trouble with the fellow where I camped last night.
Did you take care of it all right?
Yeah.
Is everything all ready for us to begin operations in the mine?
Yes, we've got machines, tools, and plenty of water. Nothing to stop us if you can have your crew ready by tomorrow.
Well, it's kind of short notice, but I guess I can manage.
Good. Very good. If you need me, I'll be at the house.
I'll start work on it right away. So you finished him off. Well, he's the healthiest looking corpse I ever saw.
I can't understand it. I sent one of the best men I've got.
All right. But you heard what Howard said. They're going to start work immediately, and one day's work in that mine will ruin any chance of ever getting possession of it.
Yeah. Can't let that happen. Suppose I blast the machinery. Drive the crew out. How about it?
No, Howard and Carol are sticking too close to let you get away with it. Besides, there's one weak spot we can still hit.
There is? What?
Water. They can't work a mine without water.
Yeah. Sounds reasonable.
Tonight, have one of your men go up to Bald Hill. Have them take care of it.
Senores, senoritas, I just saw a light moving on Bald Hill.
Bald Hill? There's nothing there.
Our water supply. Are you sure you saw a light?
Si, senor, it bobbed up and down like this.
Sounds like a rider with a lantern. We better get up there. If anything happens to that water tower, the mine won't be worth a plug nickel.
Hold on, Bob. This may be a trick to get us away from here. You stay with Judy.
That'll take care of it.
Frank, the way I figured, it'll take 2 weeks to rebuild that water tower.
Yes, makes it tough all around.
What's up, Judy? Dear Judy, tell the boys I must call their notes. Bank examiner visits me next week. Disclosure of their identity would put us in a difficult position. Sorry, but this is vital. Paul Thatcher. Now we've got to do something else.
What do you mean, something else? I wind up a construction crew to rebuild the tower.
We can't wait that long for the water, Amos.
There's no way of doing it any faster.
Maybe there is. Now look here. If we cut the creek bank at this point, we'll get a steady fall of water directly to the mine.
That's right. With a good gang of workers, we can dig a sluice in 48 hours.
That's an awful tough job.
Not as tough as building a new tower, and a lot faster. Bob and I'll take over the crew you've got lined up while you get fixed to start mining operations as soon as the water gets there. All right? You can help too, Judy, by sending up hot food. It'll save a lot of time.
I'll be glad to.
Good. Let's go. So long, Amos.
Did you forget something?
Seem to have lost a letter. Did you by any chance... There it is. See you later.
And according to that letter, our friends Howard and Carroll must be two other people.
Wish they were dead ones.
No, they may be more important to us alive.
How so?
Well, there must be some reason why they're not using their own names. If we find out who they really are, it could toss the mine right into our laps.
Now, that I'd like. Where do we begin?
Judy Powell. She must know all about him.
Go ahead. I'm beginning to see what you're driving at.
The boys are busy cutting that field.
Yeah, struck a snag up yonder. Outcropping of rock dead on the line. We'll have to blast.
Move your men down here, Bob, and start fresh. I'll ride in and send out some blasting powder with the food. Hello, Rosita.
Senor Howard, it is really you.
Why, of course. What's wrong?
Just a little while ago, a miner came and told the senorita to go quick to the mine, that you were hurt there.
Sounds like a trick. And maybe a dangerous one.
Now listen, you can save yourself a lot of trouble. Look, you're not going to get anywhere by being an ornery, pig-headed brat. I'll give you one more chance to tell us who those two men really are.
They're John Howard and Bob Carroll.
That's not what I'm asking. What are their real names?
Why don't you ask them?
Pets of wood slivers. Well, are you going to talk?
No.
This isn't going to be pleasant. I'll give you exactly 1 minute to make up your mind.
Stand where you are. Untie the girl. Drop that knife. was too close for comfort. I suppose you tell me what happened.
Well, it all started when someone came over to the house and told me.
When I heard the foul girl called John Howard Jesse, I had a hunch. If this description of Jesse James don't fit John Howard, then I'm a ringtail bobcat.
I believe you're right. And it wouldn't surprise me if Howard's so-called cousin Bob Carroll isn't really his brother, Frank James.
Yeah. Ramsey, I'm quitting.
Don't be a fool, Rafe. There's $1 million worth of gold in this mine for us. All we've got to do is take it. You'd be crazy to quit.
I'd be crazy if I swapped any more lead slugs with Frank and Jesse James.
That won't be necessary. Howard, that is Jesse James, is leaving for Allentown this afternoon. You'll see Thatcher about the notes he holds on the mine tomorrow morning. You pick up one of your men and get there tonight. Make Thatcher give you the papers on the mine.
Pull down the shades. Light the lamp. Now, Thatcher, you can talk nice and quiet like.
What do you want?
I want those notes you hold on the Powell mine.
Well, you won't get them.
Yes, I will. And you're going to give them to me. You see, I happen to know who signed them. And it's not going to do you any good if the sheriff finds out you're doing business with Jesse James.
You mean that...
Surprised, aren't you? Now, get those notes or I'll have you slammed in jail.
Why, you thief.
Get those notes. So, Frank and Jesse James, eh?
What's the trouble, Thatcher? Get those hands up. What's this all about? You all right?
I think so.
You better sit down.
Jesse, they've got your note. You and Frank better get away.
It'll be all right, Mr. Thatcher. We'll have enough gold concentrate run off to cover you before the bank examiner gets here.
Oh, I wasn't thinking of myself.
I know you weren't.
You and Frank better clear out before the law gets here.
Sounds like sense. But I'm tired of running away and hiding. So is Frank.
Well, what else can you do?
Somehow I've got to find out who's in back of all this trouble. You just sit tight. I'll be seeing you.
That does it. But these notes, I'll run Frank and Jesse James out of the country.
Yeah. But who's going to tell them to get out? Not me.
We'll leave the law handle that for us. Then I'll see Thatcher and take over the mine.
Yeah. Sounds easy. But Thatcher might throw a monkey wrench into the works. He doesn't have to admit knowing about the deal.
In that case, the bank examiners will find his account short. It'll ruin him. Thatcher's counting on the gold concentrate from this mine to make up for these notes. I won't give him the concentrate till I have a deed for this property free and clear. He's got to go along with us to save himself.
I think you've got something there. Where's the concentrate?
The mine ready to be moved. Well, the next step is to tell the sheriff we can find Frank and Jesse James.
Yeah. But I think we better hide the gold concentrate first, else it might not be here when we get back.
It's a good idea, Rafe. We'll do it.
We've got enough gold concentrate to cover Thatcher. Judy's interest in the mine won't be touched. We better clear out before the law gets here.
No, Frank. Jesse.
Won't do, Frank. We've got to stick. Why, Judy's life wouldn't be worth a plug nickel if we cleared out. We've got to figure out who's after the mine.
You're right. I can't think straight anymore.
I can't understand how anyone found out who you were. No one knew except Thatcher and me. They didn't even know he held your notes.
That's it.
What, Jesse?
Thatcher's letter to you about the note.
What about it? Nobody but us saw it.
Remember the day it came? I lost it in the mine office.
Did you forget something?
Seemed to have lost a letter. Did you by any chance... There it is. See you later. It was right after that Rafe grabbed Judy. Tried to make her tell who we were.
Amos read that letter.
But wait, the letter doesn't name you.
You did that, Judy, in the mine. You called me Jesse when Rafe was there. He must have told Amos.
I'm sorry.
You needn't be. Frank, we've got a call to make. Let's go.
Bye, Judy.
Pile her right on the wagon.
Should be somewhere around. He usually says when he goes out.
You look in the storehouse. I'll take the mine.
Right.
It's the last of them. Why, hello, Howard. Just cleaning up.
So am I. Forget the Howard. Just call me Jesse James.
What?
Give me the note your man Hanley stole from Paul Thatcher.
What is this, a joke?
Quit stalling. Now give me the notes.
Looks like you had your hands full.
Yeah. You got here just in time. Get these other two to the sheriff. Mr. Thatcher, this is a partial list of the people who were supposed to have been robbed by the James gang.
Just how do you want me to handle this?
Pay them off, dollar for dollar.
There'll be plenty of money. And if we pay off a few fakers, it'll be better than missing some who really got a bad deal.
It's a splendid plan, and I'm proud of my cousins.